Welcome to Magnetic Woman Secrets channel. Thank you for coming, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit the subscribe button right there, and make sure to hit the bell because this is the only way that you will be notified of the videos and new videos that I have coming up for you to make sure that this year is going to be the year for you to attract your true soulmate. The topic today is something that a lot of my clients are often asking. The topic is, how do I ask for something that is important for me in a relationship or during dating process without seeming needy? And why, first of all, why is it so important not to seem needy? It is so important because when you're needy, then your energy becomes clingy. Your energy becomes clingy. Oh, I want something from you. I want you. I want this chocolate cake. So the truth is there is no love in there. There is just lust. And another person feels as an object. And when another person feels as an object, when another person feels like you want something from them that they're not willing, ready, or inspired to give, guess what they do? Yeah, they disappear, or they pull away, or they start sending mixed signals, or they start lying to you. And they might be lying to you for a long time and pleasing you until one day, just like it happened to many of my clients before they met me. And then one day, this guy is just going to show up and say, you know what, I never loved you, and I'm leaving. Okay, so we absolutely don't want for that to happen. So that neediness is definitely not going to bring anything good for you. So in order to let go of true neediness, we need to own ourselves, and we need to basically understand what it is that we need from the world, what it is that we really need from another person. Let's say if we need respect, if we need to be loved by that person, if we need to be seen, acknowledged, or recognized, that means that there is a need for love, respect, and acknowledgement. But you can give it all to yourself. And this is what we do in my program, Magnetic Woman Coaching. That first, everything that we really need, we give to ourselves. Now, it doesn't mean that you don't have specific needs and requirements and wants and desires in their relationship. So it is very important to know how to express them, how to vocalize yourself. Many women shove their desires down the throat. And what happens, sometimes they do it for years. They're serving everyone by themselves. And very often, what happens is that their feminine energy becomes depleted. Now, I'm here to tell you, my loves, feminine energy is precious because feminine and femininity is the divine gift, the tenderness, the caress that a feminine woman can give, her melodic voice, her beautiful, sensitive body that knows how to receive love, her intoxicating touch. Feminine energy is so precious. And so we need to take care of our own feminine energy and stop overworking and stop overthinking and let go of so many fears. At the same time, we need to honor our feminine energy inside of a relationship. Energy management and feminine energy management is your responsibility. Nobody is going to do it for you. So basically, you need to vocalize that need when you are with a man. You need to vocalize what it is that you need for your feminine energy to feel abundant. Otherwise, you're going to develop contempt. You're going to develop contempt towards that man who is next to you. And guess what happened next? Once a woman does not vocalize her true needs for a long time, she overworks herself. And she starts to kind of despise this man who is with her, who is next to her. What really happens, she loses desire for this man. And sometimes she starts to emasculate him. And she stops seeing him in his highest light. And that often leads to this man wanting that acknowledgement from another woman. And this is the reason why many men cheat. It's not the only reason. Some men cheat for completely different reason. I just want you to know that. Some men cheat because they don't have a true life purpose. Some men cheat because that's what they saw as they were growing up. So there are other reasons. But definitely, if a woman starts to take a man for granted while shoving her own feelings down without truly expressing what she needs and what she wants, it's not going to serve anyone. So how do you do that? How do you do that? How do you express that want, that desire, without feeling needy and without seeming needy? First of all, you need to know that you have a right for that. You need to know that you have a right for pleasure, that you have a right for your feminine energy to be cultivated, to be nourished. So once you're solid with that, and if you're not, I invite you to fill out, and if you're not, click on the link below and apply for a love coaching session with me, which I do as a courtesy to women who could be good candidates for my Magnetic Woman coaching program. So once you know that you have that right to be happy, once you have given a real promise to your heart that it comes first, then it's going to be easy for you to do what I call a vulnerable share. So instead of saying, you never say that you love me, or you never wash the dishes, or you always writing 24 hours after I asked you something, or whatever it is that you want to express, whatever it is that you need. The vulnerable share is a very mature way of communicating what you truly need without blaming another person. And what happens when we blame another person? What happens when we say things like, you are wrong, you did something wrong to me? That person becomes defensive. That person actually stops being available to us. That person only starts to care about how they can protect themselves. And sometimes they're going to explode. Sometimes they're going to escape. So this is not a good way of expressing your needs. So the way to express your need is to actually come into your real feeling. And the real feeling could be sadness. It could be even grief. It could be tiredness. It could be anything that you're feeling, and just coming from that place and just saying, you know, I want to share something with you. It really hurts my feelings and I'm feeling really sad, or I feel really sad when I'm not cared for in the following way. It makes me feel really sad when I feel that I'm the only one who's washing the dishes here. It makes me feel really, really unseen, really unacknowledged when I feel that nobody is confirming an appointment with me, for example. So you just really, really connect to your vulnerability, and you allow for that feeling that you own, and you have a right to your feeling. And you know, the feeling is always right. When you allow to share from your heart and just to say that this really made me feel very sad. This really made me feel abandoned. It really something that opens up my childhood wound, and the way I need to be treated is this. And then you give very specific instruction. So when a woman says, yeah, you never say you love me, or let's say you never, in fact, don't even start any sentence from you never. You never is not a good beginning for a sentence. But on the contrary, just to say something very specific, you want me to be happy, right? So that's a great sentence right there, because when you make an assumption that somebody wants you to be happy, they start thinking, yeah, I do, I really do. Because, you know, people are really good in their source. They want other people to be happy. And so you can say, I know you want me to be happy. So for me to feel happy when we are together is to know that I'm not the only one washing the dishes. Is to know that, for example, I'm washing the dishes in the morning after breakfast and somebody else is washing the dishes after dinner. Do you think this is something that you can do? Okay, so did you see it? This is very, very specific. So at first, instead of blaming, which would be a natural reaction, well, the first tendency is just to shove it and not to say it, maybe for years. The second natural thing to do for most women is to start blaming and saying, you're not doing this, you're not. So instead of that, what you need to do, you need to, I'm just summarizing, you need to come into your vulnerability, come into your wound, come into your heart, and to really share and to say, I really need to share something with you. Yeah, it makes me feel really sad when this and this happens. Now, I know you want me to be happy, right? Well, obviously, he wants you to be happy. And the truth is, if he doesn't want you to be happy, or if you think that he doesn't want you to be happy, don't be with him. So if you are with him, yeah, you can say, yeah, I know you want me to be happy. So in order for me to be happy, this is what I need. I need to share this responsibility with you, for example. And so this is a way to express your wants and needs without seeming needy, but rather to express from your power, from your authenticity, from your vulnerability, with love. And so this is the topic for today's video. If you want to talk to me, again, there is a link below this video. You can apply for a free breakthrough session with me, and I might hear from you. Now, what I would like for you to do is to comment on this video and tell me if what I said resonated with you, and also tell me if you've tried the vulnerable share, and I am 100% sure you're going to see how it works as a miracle. This is going to be a very, very new position for you to take. And by the way, not only with men, you can do vulnerable share with your parents, with your children, with your friends, and more power to you. This was Luba Evans, Magnetic Woman Secrets. Stay magnetic, and I will see you very soon.